My name is Carrie Weatherby, and I'm a volunteer, and I serve as chair of the Middle Smithfield Township Historical Commission. Our committee members is Patricia Francis, who has been with us about 2 years now, Sharice Fellon, F-A-L-L-O-N, Fellon, who has recently joined us in the last year. We have longtime resident Robert Hoffman and longtime resident Ken Johns. My fondest memory is just getting together every month to have our meetings and to have discussions about the history of our area. The other highlight is the Memory Makers Luncheon, because that's the luncheon where the people over 60, people who've been here for quite a long time, get to come out and share their fond memories of the growing up here, see pictures and artifacts from our past. My top goal for this year is to continue to expand on our history. It's also, my top goal is to begin to dig into some of the archives that we have that will be useful for our new library and community center. I want to thank them very much for their dedication, their hard work, and doing research. We are in a unique town, and that we have the support of our township supervisors in helping us to achieve our goals and to create the history for our residents and neighbors on the history of our town. I just want to welcome everybody here. If you come to visit, please stop by, take a look at some of the things that we do have on display in the municipal building. And of course, when the new center opens, please come out, use it, and see what we've done.
My name is Bob Huffman. I'm on the historical committee. I have been since its inception about 15 years ago. The goals as far as the Historical Society is, I hope that we can get more people involved with the Historical Society. We just want people to come out, talk, be interviewed like I am about history of the area. Just like I just said, I said we've got to, and you're talking to the choir. You're talking to the people who are here. These are the same people that are here every meeting. You don't see any additional, or once in a while somebody will be sick, but you try to build the thing up. Carrie's tried to, Annette's tried to, and it just doesn't seem to kick off like we want it to. Carrie and Annette have worked very hard, and that's fine, but we need additional people to help us get along. It takes more people to fill the bus than just what we have. For all the supervisors, the staff, when we want printing, mailing, stuff, anything we want done, it's done here, and it's done here without any trouble, and that's fine. We really appreciate that.
I'm Ken Johns, lived here all my life. I'm now only a member of the Historical Committee. I was secretary when Robert Huffman's wife Diane got ill, and somebody had to take her place, and I did that. Living on Route 209, all the way from East Stroudsburg to Milford, This corridor, I call it, generated many local Civil War soldiers. One of the most prominent of all, and somewhat of a relation to myself, was Colonel John Schoonover. Richard Ring and myself, he was the director of the Park Service in this area, wished that I could get a painting of John Schoonover and dedicate it to them. I did that, but I took it one step further and give it to the Bushkill School North. I felt that scholars start in your local schools and you build up in your knowledge. Through the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania, we cannot circumvent as Masons based on our desire unless one Philadelphia, the Masonic Temple, approves it through the Grand Secretary, approximately a little larger than 1 foot by 2 foot stone cornerstone. Very similar with the dates of 1821 to 1837 with the Masonic emblem on, to be donated free of charge to the owner, Mal Law, of the Pocono Indian Museum. Don't give up. There's a lot of awesome happenings along the lines of history in our area, and with our new building being built, it can only get better. It cannot get worse. Don't give up. A great big thank you. They seem like they don't stop. There's never any time that we do something that they're not on top of it.
My name is Sharice Fallon, and I'm a member of the Historical Committee for Middle Smithfield Township. I've lived in Middle Smithfield since 1989 with my family. I have 2 sons and my husband, Kevin. I guess my proudest is that we've accumulated enough information for the Pocono Indian Museum to hopefully get a marker. It's one that we've worked on for quite a while. Native American sites that might be in our area, and trying to document where they are and the status of, of how they've been researched before and who's done that. And also we have a registry that we want to work on for Middle Smithfield Township with things that we've already accumulated for the new museum that's coming in. That it's been a pleasure working with everybody, and I always look forward to our meetings. Thank you for backing us and giving us the opportunity to do our jobs.
My name is Pat Francis, and I'm a member of the Monroe County Historical Commission. I joined about 2 years ago, and our mission is to research local history. My proudest accomplishment was researching the history of the Indian Museum. We found out that it served as a Mason's Lodge for a while. We researched the Lenape Indians, which has opened a really big thing for us. We're looking into that. They were really the first people that were here. And we had an article published in my community. For 2020, we'd like to continue researching the Lenape Indians here to find out and protect any sites, archaeological sites. We want to make a list of already researched things, research sites, and just bring more awareness to these people that were here and that were not treated so nicely. Thank you for having me on this committee. I love all of you. It's a pleasure to work with you. It has really opened my mind to a lot of things and given me a really newfound and deep interest in this community. I would also like to thank them for having us on this commission. We welcome the openness of the board to interact with us. They give us really a lot of room to suggest things, and the interactions are growing every day. I would just like to say I'm really proud to be part of this community. I'm a transplant from New York, as you can tell from my accent. So being accepted on this commission was a pleasure for me. And being respected as well, doing the historical research when I really don't know much about this place except for what I'm learning and researching. I think I'm very grateful for that.